Alright, welcome back. This is my last installment of the DailyXander number 22, part 3, the continuation of the last set of interview questions I have. And this is actually a set of interview questions I did last night when I filmed, but I just so happened to go over the limit that I can upload with YouTube, and that seems to be over 15-minute videos don't work as far as uploading. So with that said, I'm going to get right into it. First question being, Albert Einstein said, "I am a man with no special gifts, just passionately curious." What does this mean to you? To me, coming from Albert Einstein, a man who was highly successful in his field, being science and education, and also I'd say philosopher too, at that, this statement really shows his modesty and his humbleness. A man that reached a successful level that he did while being humble and honest really just speaks to the type of man and character and morals and ethics that he had. And it also just shows you that being humble and modest can provide many successes in your life. And I also take this quote as being a lifetime learner and a lifetime grower, a lifetime evolver as a human being. In order to become the best version of yourself, you have to continually reinvent yourself. You have to continually be open-minded to any and all new experiences with people, actions, activities, environments. Yes, so that quote speaks volumes to also how I originally started this channel, was just to help me grow as a person in the form of being a better communicator, being able to process and get my thoughts out better than what I have previously. And I also expect through this process that it will also carry over into different goals and facets of my particular life that I have within that. Alright, so number 2, if a dispute arose between you and your client, what processes would you use to resolve the issue? If a dispute arose between me, the personal trainer, and my client, I would immediately diffuse the situation by splitting me and them apart from each other so we could cool down, and then I would go to my manager or gym floor manager, any manager that I could proceed to talk to let him know the situation has arose where there's a conflict between me and them, and we would then take it through, I hate to say it, but the company's policy, and then settle it that way. So of course I have to know, especially in the service industry, when to pick my fights and when to back down, and primarily I'm always going to be backing down, because in the service industry a lot of times the guest or customer, pretty popular phrase, is always right. So I'm going to take that approach by separating myself from the individual, calm the situation down, diffuse it, report the situation that happened to the proper person within the company, and hopefully, if it's not a drastic argument, we could have the client get switched to another personal trainer or dropped altogether. Alright, next question. If a client left a bracelet with you, even though it is the company's policy that you don't take it, and you lose it, what would you do? I would automatically come clean with what happened. I would be as honest as possible. That is something I hold near and dear to me with any business, personal relationships, or just how I carry myself in life in general. Honesty is a key part of who I am, and being honest in this situation makes me come across as somebody who's extremely professional. Although I did lose a bracelet that did go against company policy, that is not professional, but by me coming clean, telling the whole story, what exactly happened, it's pretty much the best option I would be able to take for all three parties involved, being me, the company, and the client who lost their bracelet. So I would tell the company about this, that I did go against company policy, I took it and I lost it, but I had good intentions, the reason why I took it, to hold it for the client themselves. But ultimately I did go against company policy, so hopefully they wouldn't fire me, and I'd also offer to reimburse the client for that bracelet that was lost, in hopes that it's not too drastically too expensive and outside of my current budget. Okay, next question. Explain a situation in life where you recognize someone else's needs and help them out. I interpret this question as the interviewer is just looking for the little things in life to make a difference for somebody. So I'll give you prime example.